Hello, visibility hackers. I'm back. You're back. Welcome to the new season of the Visibility Check. I'm your host, Coach Molly from visibilityhacking.com. And boy, oh boy, do I have a ton of stuff that is happening in the background that I really cannot wait to share with you guys. There's going to be huge movements, huge things that are happening in the visibility hacking movement. And I'm really excited for you guys to come along for the ride. Oh, so excited. So today we're going to start out this new season by doing a recap of our favorite frameworks and strategies that we use in the visibility hacking movement that you can start using as well. And I want you to know you belong here. If you're a small business owner, if you're a coach, if you're a speaker, if you're a visionary leader and you have a message to share with the world, then I want to see you share that message. That's why visibility hacking is here. It's here to help you level up your influence, your authority, and your income online. But beyond all of that, the deep, dark, inside of me reason why I started all of this is because I truly believe that small businesses and small business owners are the backbone of our economy. And if we let big budget brands take over these new spaces that we can find ourselves on online, these spaces that are enabling small business owners to get huge visibility, if we allow those platforms to be overrun by big budget brands, well, we're just going to see another collapse of our economy in a way that's not going to be good for any of us. I love technology because it allows us to connect to our dream customers in a way that we never saw possible before that. And so today, I'm going to share with you my super simple 6-step strategy of how to get your dream customers to stop scrolling. How do we get your live stream content to be as radically engaging as it possibly can be? We do this by looking at how visibility works in different industries. And specifically, I've been deep diving into the world of streaming, online gaming, and all of that, where people are making millions and millions of dollars simply by playing games online. So if we can harness or leverage just some of the power and impact in the community and the engagement that those platforms allow us, and we combine that with the same kinds of tools and strategies that are working in the internet marketing space, imagine how incredible it will be when we combine those forces together. I love it. Oh, we have all the messages today. I am so glad to be back. I'm so glad to see you guys back as well. And don't forget, you can always engage with us in the comments. We are live every Monday through Friday on our YouTube channel, which, by the way, if you haven't checked out recently, you definitely should. We've been pumping out a ton of videos Monday to Friday so that you guys can learn more about being more visible, from public speaking and confidence to actually how do you create really cool experiences like you see on your screen right now. So check out our YouTube channel, check out our Twitch channel. We're coming back on Twitch. We're on our Facebook group, which, by the way, if you haven't joined our Facebook group, come on over. And of course, if you're checking us out on my personal Facebook profile, I would love if you dropped your favorite emoji. Heck yeah. If you're here live, put down #live. If you're here on the replay, I want you to put down that you are a representative of the replay crew. Yes, I love you, no matter when you're watching this episode. So why don't we dive right into today's content? Yes! Let's dive into today. Today we're talking about the scenes framework. Every day during the visibility check, we're going to be talking about a different framework and a different process that you guys can use in your own businesses. Either we'll be looking at an example or we'll be working through these frameworks with our guests live on air. But either way, these frameworks, they work not just when my team puts them together for our clients and gets incredible results, but also when you start implementing these in your business as well. So give it a shot, give it a go. Why not? So today we're starting with this scenes framework, and this is the framework that started it all for us. This is when we went out looking at what creates engaging content on a variety of different streaming platforms. And we even looked at things like Netflix. Like, what is visually grabbing people's attention, and how do we recreate that for our own content? So we broke it down into these 6 really easy categories that you can start looking at people's content with through your own lenses. So the first part of the framework is sounds, the S. This is vitally important. This is our microphones. Yes, my microphone is probably peaking right now because, well, it's a new studio, it's a new setup, it's a new season, and yeah, I haven't checked my microphone. So that's one thing that I have to be on top of for this show, but you need to be looking at your microphone and your sound as well. So when you're looking at other people's content, let's use this show as an example. When you're looking at this show, when you're watching, when you're listening, what kind of sounds are you hearing? In my intro, in my waiting room, we had music to help get you excited. We also have the microphone so you can hear what I'm talking about. If we have guests on, they'll have microphones as well. These are kinds of things that you need to think about when you're watching other people's content. Do they have background music? Do they have other content or other sound effects that are coming out and grabbing your attention as well? The second thing is that we have to look at what we're actually looking at. We have to look at cameras. This is really fun. So you can have a show like this show where we have a very simple camera setup. We have one camera. If we have guests, we might have a secondary camera. But my lovely, lovely friend and business partner, Jim Beard, who hosts the X's and O's show, shout outs to X's and O's, by the way, that show has a ridiculous number of cameras. If you've never seen it before, which, by the way, you definitely should check it out. It's one of the most entertaining and informative internet marketing shows out there right now. So the way the show works from a visual perspective is there are 9 guests plus other cameras. So there's like 12 or 13 different cameras and therefore microphones happening at the same time. Wild, crazy. Like, that is a ton of computing power, but it's also a ton of information for your guests. So that's pretty cool. It's a great mix. So when you're looking at other content out there, what are you seeing? Are you seeing really sleek looking video podcasts that have the guest and the host taking up the whole screen? Those are 2 different cameras. Or maybe you're looking at content like we did in season 1, where we looked at Women of Impact, where they have the host and the guest in the same room, and they have multiple cameras set up to grab a variety of different angles, and those are all edited in together to create a beautiful, almost seamless experience that makes you feel like you're there with them. There's been also a bunch of online streaming talk shows that I've been watching as well, where they have this multiple camera setup that feels a lot more reminiscent of traditional TV shows. And those kinds of strategies and tips also work when you bring them into your content. Oh, yes. All right. Now let's check out energy. When we move our my little box here, E for energy. Energy talks about things that are moving on screen. Similar to this show, we have our content that's streaming down in the bottom. We have, yeah, we're still live. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Excuse me. So energy is things that are moving, things that grab our attention. The reason I set up my screen this way today is because I want to show you the contrast between not having that energy and the impact of that energy itself. So if you look above at the top of the screen, there's just a big white bar. It grabs no attention. It does nothing interesting, right? But if you look at the bottom, I have that same white bar with text that scrolls on it. And that moving text is able to grab your attention even if you're starting to wander. It works so well. This is something we see when we're looking at information in the news, when we're looking at our stock reports, when we're looking at weather reports. It's a great way of having secondary information as well as an eye-grabbing movement. So when you're looking at other people's content, look for things that are moving to grab your attention. If you've noticed the moving ring around my camera, definitely put hashtag ring down in the comments, because that ring is specifically designed to help you grab people's attention in a way that isn't going to overrule the rest of the design of your show or of the experience you're creating. Now, next on the list is N, and that is for non-moving objects. This would be things like the big ring around my camera, the one that says official visibility hacker with my name at the bottom. These are the kinds of big graphics that add your branding. It's when you throw your logos in there. If you have other pieces of visuals that are going to tie your branding together, the non-moving objects place is a beautiful, wonderful place to put them. It's easier to create non-moving graphics than it is to create moving graphics, first of all. And second of all, it uses a lot less computing power, so it's also easier to stream to your people. So look at what your computing hardware is allowing you to do and work within those limitations. You don't need to spend millions of dollars building up a professional studio. That's the beauty of live streaming. We can do it from our computers, from our phones. We can do it with the technology that's literally already at our fingertips. So work within those confines and definitely put more energy into your, that was a funny way to say it, put more effort into your non-moving objects, even if you have reduced amount of computing power. Yes. All right. So the next two, I might as well just show you both of them. Is our engagement ideas and our supplements. So supplements are different camera angles, they're screen shares, they're different things that you can use on your stream to add to the information that you're sharing with your people. So maybe you're commenting on someone else's TikTok videos. Well, you can have a screen share of that video up so your commentary is put into context with the original clip. Say you are reviewing documents, you can have those documents up on your screen. Or in this case, what I have right now is a list of the scenes framework. This would technically fit under supplementary information. It's a variety of different images and text that are put together to help you get the information without even having to listen, which is cool. And then we go backwards, we go to engagement. What are the things that that streamer is doing? What kinds of things, what kinds of calls to action, what kinds of things are you seeing on the screen that are drawing your viewers in for engagement? I have seen so many different cool ideas. We've seen your chat log the chat that's going in on your stream, you can actually post that in the screen itself. So when this stream is done and we create an evergreen piece of content out of it, that stream chat is constantly embedded, which is kind of cool. We can also add in tickers where every time you get a new follower or every time a certain action is taken, a repercussive action is taken as well, and you can track that. There's a really awesome streamer who every time he gets new subscribers, he does 5 push-ups, and this is all tracked automatically on his stream, which is really neat. You can take donations, you can show that you're working towards a goal, and you can see your people adding in to help make that possible. We also have the non-visual engagement cues, such as, if you're on the replay crew, definitely drop the comments down below. Show me hashtag replay. If you're here live, show me hashtag live. Or my favorite, drop your favorite emoji down in the comments. Those are engagement generating cues that you can also start to put into your own content. So that, my friends, is the stream or the scenes framework designed specifically to help you grab people's attention, stop them from scrolling, because you're no longer going to look like Susan the streamer who just grabs her cell phone and just goes live without really anything to grab people's attention visually. It's not about having a little joke at the beginning. It's not about a silly face that gets people to watch. It's about having your brand show up. This is how you establish your authority. This is how people know it's you without even having to turn the volume on. They know it's you instantly simply by the fact that you followed this framework and you have really established your authority and your influence in your live stream events. You can use this process for short little videos. You can use this process for longer, more engaged summits and live experiences, whichever you want. It's really simple to take this framework, break down what other people are using to create or creating with it, and therefore reproducing it for yourself and your experiences in your brand for your dream customers. All right, guys, before we go, I have one other reminder. This is my reminder to you to make sure that you check out the Visibility Hacking YouTube channel, because there are new videos every single day. Monday to Friday, we drop those in. We're going to stream the Visibility Check show to there as well. So you definitely want to make sure that you head on over to our channel. I'll drop some links in the group later on, and make sure that you subscribe, because I want you guys to be informed about all of the fun stuff that we're putting out there. If you are a coach, a small business owner, a visionary entrepreneur, a speaker, whatever it is, you want to build your influence and your authority online so that you can ultimately start making more money. And the beautiful thing is, internet marketers have been looking in the wrong place for so long. We figured it out. We've taken the best of these big money generating online industries. We've put them together. We figured out what works, what doesn't, what costs a ton of money, what's easily accessible financially, and we've boiled them down so that you, the small business owner, can harness those powers and use them to help get your message across. I truly believe that your message is going to change the world, and I am here to help make sure that message gets out to the world. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you again tomorrow for another framework overview from the Visibility Hacking movement. I promise next week we will get back into our old format of focusing on one topic per week using these frameworks. We'll have guests on, we'll have special guests, we'll have even specialer guests, and hopefully we will have you watching alongside us. So definitely make sure that you commit to showing up. Drop your comments down below, join us in the Facebook group, and of course, as I said before, join us on our YouTube page as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Mwah! Remember, I love you, be excellent to each other, and I will see you again tomorrow.